What is going on, members of the Shy Guy Squad and MPL fans alike? My name is Dan, also known as Doniki, and I'm your head coach of the St. Louis Sableyes for Season 2 of the MPL. This is Week 10 against the Anistar Umbreons and their head coach, MysticUmbreon. Great friend of mine, so go check him out in the description down below. He makes some really nice theories and top 5s, and he even has some personality tests and, of course, the MPL. Now, I know this video is one day late, and I'm terribly sorry about that. I was banned from the computer yesterday. I would have uploaded, and the battle was done at like 10 p.m. my time, so by that it was too late to record, edit, and upload. But as you can see today, Mystic is bringing Mega Gardevoir, Bisharp, Durant, Milotic, Dusclops, and Electros. Not exactly the team I was predicting him to bring. I predicted 3 of the mons here correct. I got Mega Gardevoir, Bisharp, and Dusclops. I kind of expected Murkrow as well as Mienshao, and let me think of Mystic's team real quick. Let me go check the document. I'm gonna be ranting a bit about stuff and things just to get on it. Let's see here. I'm looking over the Access thing. I thought about Donphan. That's what it was, because spinners. He had rapid spin stuff, but I've planned somewhat decently. I have over prepped for Bisharp and Mega Gardevoir mainly, because I have a Choice Scarfed Tornadus, which is physical. It was meant to deal with it was meant to deal with Mienshao, like Choice Scarf Reckless. It outspeeds and it also has stab takedown. We have fully physically defensive Emboar, which was something to check Bisharp and, well, mainly physical attackers in general. I have a Berry Armaldo with Earthquake to take down that Bisharp just mentioned. Zoroark with Sludge Bomb, knockoff Sucker Punch, and Grass Knot. So I had something for that Milotic. Didn't expect it to come, but I had something for it because, you know, everything. You want to prep for everything. Mega Medicham, pretty standard. Fake Out Bullet Punch, high jump kicks and headbutt. And I have a Payapa Berry Nidoqueen with Protect, Flamethrower, Earth Power, and Sludge Wave. So without further ado, let's just jump into this game. I have to turn this off so I can have background music. Huh. Woo. I also want to give a shout out to Denchby. Thank you, Denshi, who recorded this battle for me. Wouldn't go up without you. So, Mystic here is going to lead with his Electros, and I'm going to lead with Tornadus. I'm like, oh shit. And I don't have U-turn, so I can't go for that either. So I'm like, oh god. Well, back out into Bacon. And Mystic's just going to go for Volt Switch here, which is going to do quite a hefty chunk of damage to me. He's going to switch into Leela, the Dusclops, and this thing is annoying. I'm going to put that right now. This thing was annoying. So I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp, thinking, you know, there's nothing big this thing can do. What can it do? Toxic, Pain Split, what does it normally do? So I'm just going to get some residual, and he goes for Psychic. I'm like, oh, okay. That's cool. Good on you. Good on you for having that, which makes me like, nope, can't stay, and I kind of need that Rocky Helmet damage still. So I switch into my Zoroark thinking, you know, he's just going to go for another Psychic, but no, he opts to go for a Toxic, which was an absolute great play. We'll clap for that. Because now he knows that this is my Zoroark and not my Nidoqueen, because he knows how I like to play it, because he had it last season too, so he kind of knows how this Pokemon functions. And he's going to switch out into Gorgeous the Milotic, and I'm not gonna lie, that thing is pretty beautiful. Even though I prefer the pink, because blue just, I don't think it fits. I love the tail on the shiny one, but enough about that. I'm gonna go for Knockoff, and that's gonna do one hell of a chunk. And, well, Milotic has lost like 60% of its HP. I take some toxic damage, I go for Grass Knot, and that is going to take this Milotic out. Because, you know, Zoroark's special attack is not that bad. So, I'm going to take some Life Orb damage as well as some Toxic damage, and it's really starting to stack up right now because I'm around like 50. He's going to switch into Hinagiku. Don't really know the reference. If you do know it, or if you see it, please tell me in the comment section down below. That would be great. He's going to Mega Evolve the beautiful Gardevoir. But if you really wanted to torment me, this thing would have been called oh, what's his face? It would have been called Cosmina, because that was my Gardevoir last season. So he's just going to go for Hyper Voice here, and that is going to take Maria out. And, well, not actually Maria, it's going to take Zoroark Chelsea out. And Chelsea, you did the finest of work. I'm proud of you. You did massive damage to the Gardevoir, and you also wounded the Gardevoir pretty well. So Gardevoir is forced to switch here because in comes Mega Medicham, and no one wants to deal with that. So Leela comes in here again, and I'm just gonna hit that Mega Evolution button and go for Bullet Punch. I didn't feel like the usage of Fake Out would help me because this thing is alive, and I'm gonna make a misplay with this thing later, like the Dusclops. I'll let you guys know that right now that I mess up. So I switch out here because I don't want to deal with it. I switch into Fortissimo, which I kind of wish I had knockoff, but instead I had Aerial Ace to deal with Mian Xiao. Like, I wanted to try something interesting, but it didn't really work out. I was kind of expecting him to bring Mian Xiao, but I'm going to set up my rocks because I feel like that's going to be the most useful thing I can do right now, because he has mods that takes good damage from rock. So all my hard work I've done against this Leela has been for no good. The burn is still nagging at it though, so at least that's good. So I'm going to go for Earthquake here for Dizimo. You got this, boy. And does nothing, which kind of tells me this thing is more physically defensive. But then again, both its defenses are skyhook. Now looking over at it over here, let's see. Not Melodic, Dusclops. 130 in each defensive stat, which is just so annoying. And now he's down at red, and he's gonna go for another Pain Split. He's gonna come back into the yellow, and Fortissimo is gonna follow, and then I'm gonna take toxic damage. And this thing is being really annoying. I forgot to do something by the way. Gonna put that there. So I'm gonna go for an EQ here, and he's gonna predict that, switch into his Slither, the Electros, and it's not gonna be good for me because I'm not gonna do any damage on him, and Armaldo is going to drop. I'm sorry I've been looking a lot over there, but I was just keeping track of Mystic's team so it's going, and I saw I did the stats, and it was something I fucked up with. So I'm gonna switch into Medicham here because I feel like it's my best play. I'm gonna go for Fake Out. And huge misplay incoming. I was thinking here, okay, high jump kick, just take it out, you got this, Medicham. Completely forgetting that this thing is the switch into Mega Medicham. I'm like, Dan, you're a fucking idiot. Dan, you're an idiot. Why'd you go for high jump kick? Dusclops was still alive. You should just send Headbutt it. It would have killed the Electros. It would have killed this thing upon switching. And in comes Soldier. Now this hurts my heart because he usually calls this thing Kevin Durant or whatever. I really don't care about that. It doesn't mean anything to me. Soldier, it's the name I've used for this thing for the longest. And now he's just coming in here, going for that Iron Head. And it takes my bacon out, which makes me assume that this thing is choice banded and adamant and max attack, because I was a fully defensive Emboar and that was also a resisted hit. I know it's hustle, but still, I'm thinking that this thing is choice banded. So Soldier is going to switch out, and I'm just going to go for Protect because I want to scout like what things are. That's why I also pack Protect on this Nidoqueen, because I can scout things. And I'm just going to Protect one more time just to see what this Slither wants to do against the Nidoqueen. Like, does it have anything special? It has Giga Drain, which wouldn't really do a lot. I'm going to go for the Sludge Wave, and I'm lucky enough to get the crit. It does matter because he had a Assault Vest. He told me that. And they usually run it. Now, in comes Gardevoir, and I just wanted to make sure here when it switched in that Psyshock was the play that it was going to do. So I went for a Protect here, just to scout, see if it potentially had, see if it potentially would go for Psyshock or not, or if it would go for anything else. So it goes for Psyshock, I eat my Payapa Berry, and this isn't even gonna do half, because Nidoqueen is a boss. And that's only 4 HP, that's no defense investments at all. And I'm going to go for a Sludge Wave here, and that's going to kill the Mega Gardevoir. So, Hinagiku, or however you pronounce it, is dead, which is great for me. Well, it's fainted, actually, but that's perfect for me. In comes Soldier, and I kind of want to scout, because I know at this point this thing's Choice Band. Now, I want to see, what does it lock itself into? Is it Iron Head? Is it X-Scissor? Does it have Rock Tomb? It goes for Iron Head, and I see that, I think Mega Medicham is my most expendable member at this point. And I am going to sack off Mega Medicham to get a free, clean switch into my Tornadus. Because I felt like Tornadus could deal with this thing the best. So unfortunately I sack off my Medicam and it goes down there, so a little soldier is doing his job for his troops, fighting to win the war. I knock off his choice band and he goes for an Iron Head, but he misses. I was so excited right here because he has this thing and Bisharp left, and I was just sitting thinking in my head, did that just happen? Did I just win? So I figured here, he's gonna go for Sucker Punch or something, and I don't really want to take that because I'm Choice Scarf. So I'm gonna switch into my Nidoqueen, and he is going to go for the Sucker Punch, and now I'm gonna go for the Flamethrower. I think I went for Earth Power, and he's gonna go for the knockoff. Gets the crit. It may have mattered. I can do a calc on that after the match, and he gets the kill. Of course, my Murray goes down, and I've calced everything here that he cannot kill me unless he gets a crit, and it does not happen. And I pack the Brick Break on this Tornadus just for the Bisharp, and it takes it out. So Bisharp dropped, check, as the name can tell, checkmate, Mystic. GG, that was so close, so nerve-wracking. I have never been shaking more in my life. Sorry about that, let me fix that. I've never been so scared before, because this game was so close. If Durant wouldn't have missed, I may have lost. I would have gotten the knockoff off, and then the Iron Head would have connected. Let me do a calc real quick. I have the teams imported so I can get a Chaser versus a Choice Banded Durant. So let me go Durant, Choice Band, level 50. Gotta move this real quick, level 50. With the Choice Band it would have been Oko, and then I'm gonna remove the Choice Band. It would have done like 70 to 83%. That's just the Iron Head if it would have landed. And then I would switch back. I could have gotten 50%, and then check versus Bisharp. Sword of Stance, why not? Because he was jolly. He was adamant Life Orb, and a Sucker Punch does 73.5 to 87%. So it may have mattered, but what I was going to check is Nidoqueen. Let me check that for you guys real quick. Nidoqueen. Level 50 versus level 50. I was around like 91 HP, I think it was. 91, 54%. Yeah, the knockoff crit did not. Wait, I gotta remove the Payapa Berry to double check. The knockoff crit may have mattered, but he would have had to gotten a low roll for it to not matter and then died and then 2-0, but it's whatever. We scooped up a 1-0 victory, which is really fortunate for us, and very unfortunate for Mystic. But next week we're up against the East Lansing Toxicroaks and their head coach Poi, which is currently not doing so hot. Last time I checked, he is a 1-9. I think he beat who was it? I remember he was super happy about it. Who was it? Let me double check. He beat Anthony back in week 7, and we haven't seen. He's improved. I definitely can say that he has improved over the time. And next week we're gonna have to step up against this guy, and we're gonna take him down like we always do. I think, unless Ioku beat Dench, then I think we've secured our playoff spot. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think we have secured playoffs, which is awesome, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you watched this entire video, you guys are amazing, and make sure to show that support by hitting that like button down below, and I will see you guys next week with another MPL game. So, without further ado, I'm going to drop out of here before I bore you guys to death with my talking. So, peace!